Let's check the settings, then we okay with that. Alright guys, so it's a session number 9. Believe it or not, we were facing like little by little, we're almost done. So today I actually don't have too much to say to you but we need to really cover two very important questions. Then a lot of people fell, and actually I hope then answering this question and spend so much time to answering this question, we will create some confidence and you will feel better, so this at least for your first interview, for your first job. So, and this simple question is cover your daily activities and responsibilities and tell me about your project. So because people don't take this seriously, it's what I think it's one of the major failures, specifically for people who is new in the profession or don't, so just like you distance and take a class online. So let's see what we can say about daily activities and responsibilities. So first things, actually, before we jump to that, I really would like to specify and point to you this very important question, tell me about yourself. I mean, it could be many different modification of how they ask. So tell me about yourself, tell me about your latest or favorite or challenge project or things like that. So when they ask, they actually, by asking this simple question, so interviewer look for a very specific shortcut answer. So, and if you establish this template in your head, so then you already like 50% of your interview is in success point. So, because this question, tell me about yourself, it's a kind of a psychological check mark. What does this mean? So they want to hear about your high level of education, your work experience and background, and your shortcut story, how you become QA and why you love it. So the main point is, when we talk about level of education, I don't think then you have any question regarding that. So when we talk about your work experience and background, so do not shame if you have nothing to do with IT, computer science, or QA. So because you never know this, how your unique skills could be applied to unique and specific project. And also this, when I talk about shortcut story, I really mean a shortcut story. So this, nobody needs some overload with dates, with some special specific company names or your job description step by step. So because it's not necessary and people will not remember this information anywhere, and if they really want to and get interested, then they have resume right in front of them on the table. So the thing why and how you become QA, so kind of formality, but at the same time, you know, it's always interesting what was inspirational point. So what kind of psychological creature you are. So, and why you love it, it's demonstrate how passionate and how you're really motivated and interested to go and work as QA. So now let's go to practical example, because I also got this like always feedback from my former students. So what is work, what doesn't work, and you take it or leave it. So but if you use it, you'll never lose it. So okay, we start with high level of education. I give you examples. So like I graduated University of 10 years ago with bachelor's degree in subject. So as you see this from example, I don't tell any interviewers, so then I graduate in whatever 2005 or 2002. Why? I don't know. It's a somehow psychological mark or whatever. I don't know, past trick. But you know, when you give people just some year and not number of years, instead of listen to you, they start to calculate, all right, 2005, right now it's 2014, 2014 minus 2005. Okay, you lose their attention because they try to calculate how many years ago you got your education. Hey, just tell them, all right? So you want to keep their attention. So your interview is your performance. So this, you want to do your best, and that's why it's very important. Then you not will so you all the time have attention and eye on you. Use in a spotlight. So do not use words like finish or got. I mean, I understand in your mind, and because a lot of us are not Native American, I mean, not native speaker, English is our ESL language. But at some point, you know, this it's very important to use power verbs that indicate then you really complete your degree, then you got graduate. So this you accomplish something. So in the second sentence literally should be specify what you was doing after graduation. Again, no details, but in general. So then after I graduate, tra-da-da, so this is my university. So for several years, who you, so this, you was just existing human being, or you was growing professional, so this, or you have some achievement, all right, bring it in. So, but without any special details, what exactly you was doing on daily task. Nobody interested in what you was doing 10 years ago. They very highly interested what you was doing as QA in your latest project, but not 10 years ago. Okay. So shortcut story, why QA? I don't want to create some template, you know, then you all say the same, but make some story. People love story. Story indicate your characters. You want to show this beside then you good QA who can create test cases and find the bug. So then you fun guy, or you like very cutie or smart girl and things like that. So then it's your moment of truth when you can tell some funny story, or this, okay, you know, simple story, but story is always appreciated. So why I love it? I got, you know, this, it could be like, when you read the sentence, then I give as example, it could be kind of like a pathetic and profound, but you know, this bring it feeling. So why? Because it's utilize your previous so background knowledges in one, because you like to explore things, because so this you have some hunting feelings, you know, this to hunt bug, I don't know. So, but bring some human, I don't know, this emotion in your voice, you know, because I have a lot of people who is struggling, so just try to be and do the best and memorize all text. And God will, if I ask you what time is it, how you like weather tomorrow, so this, or this, can you tell me some joke? By the way, it's a common things during interview from Google and Apple. So this, if they see then you somehow, you know, memorize texts or a story about yourself and things, to break this through exactly this question like this. So, and see how you can continue. Or sometimes they do this intentionally, so just to break you in the middle and, okay, you can continue to see how you catch, so this, and follow your own thought, how you can follow this, your own story. So for many organizations, this could be very important. So that's why you don't need to memorize your story, but you need to spend time based on your resume. Do not mess up with that. You know, I don't know this who will do resume for you and how. So, but take this because it's your own. It's your biography. So you should know your biography, and so be comfortable, you know, to jump to your biography story from any place. Okay. So now, the story about your project should be flexible. It's a keyword. So because people ask me, oh, it was a very funny story. So I have some lady in the class, she was like in her 50s, and she said, like, yeah, it's very hard sometimes. So because every time it's a different company and they ask the same question. So this, they ask me 3 times, 3 different companies, the same question. And I never know answer. I'm looking at her, I really don't get it from the first time. So if somebody asks me a question and I don't know an answer, so right after interview, before I forget this question, I will go and find the answer. So because I will be interested, so that's what I don't know. So this lady got the same question 3 times. By the second time, she already was kind of supposed to doing better and not fail. But the third time, it must be her favorite question, then she must be master of this question. So in question actually was stupid and simple, you know this. So what you prefer, Android or iPhone? All right. So what is your answer for this question? Come on, just give me some example. Oh, sorry, by the way, I don't see your comments. It was blackout. So what you have, what does somebody don't have degree? Hey guys, I don't have degree. So what? Do you have your brain? So do you have your passion? Do you have your knowledge? Do you have a talent to find bug? Some sixth sense? You know, a lot of, okay, if we, don't let me go this direction, so to bring you Bill Gates or this Zuckerberg on the spot. So they also never have degree, and so they're successful guys. Degree is not everything. Yeah, it's a meaning lot. So what is degree for employee? Why this? So this degree point is so high when people hiring for Google and Apple. So because degree indicate then you was, you know, this purposely, constantly looking for something, teaching, observe things, submit things for several years. It's show this and characterize you as a person from psychological point of view. So then, so you, if you have some goal, you will achieve this goal. If you have some deadline, then you will follow these deadlines. Plus, you get some knowledge. But, you know, I have a lot of people who have master's degree, so, and don't know how to write simple paper. So, and I was going through my college years, so, and every time they say this, all right, you're not college level. And I never have degree. I don't have time for that to complete. So I have a lot of credits. And so, and degree is actually also important when you go to and start climbing careers, so you know, ladders, so this, up and come to a certain place in life when you really need, so to manage multiple people, then you must have some knowledge, and it's indicated to have some degree. At your level, when you newbies and manual testing, many people will swallow it and close their eyes. It's what I have from my experience as well. So what is your answer now? What if you only have degree, no experience? And it's another good point. So it's fine. You know, this we all get at some point degree and need to start. So it's a perfect place to start. You go for, so entering junior level jobs. You have some skills, you're motivated because you're finally done with your education. A lot of companies love to hire so people straight graduated, fresh graduated people, you know. So it depends on what OS company use. Both are interesting to test. So both good depends who you are. I don't know where it and how it come from and where it's related. So I like search device with mobile. Okay, guys, you just have your own conversation. Sorry to read and get in your private life. Okay, they are different with their own strength and weakness. I love them both because it's allow me to do different job. Okay, yes. If you look this Alex Volkov question, it's actually so very good answer. So this his reply is very good. I have done testing on both platforms, but I like Android. You know, okay, the best solution for this answer will be, guys, so then if you apply for company who primarily test on iPhones, and it will be somehow indicate in your job description, or you know, so then at this point the best will be so to concentrate how you like Androids and what is an Androids is the best, so and what is making an Androids excited. If we talk about so the company who concentrate and specify an Apple product, right, so then Apple is your best choice, and it's a simplicity and user-friendly and things like that. But if it's a mix, and most of the company do mix, then you can highlight positive, never negative, from each of this product and say, so then you like all this customized touches in Android, and some again simplicity in usability, so this related to iPhones. Okay, so now this, when you go through your story and create your story, I don't know, I create some couple, not a couple, but 12 questions, so that, okay, so let's see. I had search company first, exactly. So it's the first things then you need to do. So search for the company. So what's the product they have and how long they're in the market. So what is they highlight. So what actually projects they possibly can hire. So in hiring right now, and how you can retrieve this information easily. So this my simple and best way. I don't need to be some whatever psychic. So I just go to LinkedIn jobs and type SQA, and I can immediately see who is hiring like a crazy. So all December it was Amazon. Amazon was hiring for all locations. So they was doing like 3 or 4 projects in the same time. Right now since January 6th, so Apple is hiring like a crazy. They have like 100 openings right now. And if you look in the description of what exactly they're looking for people so to create some program related to the maps and some Photoshop enhancement things. So if you go to Google, then you immediately will see that right now they like a crazy looking for QA optic engineers. So not just in California, but in Colorado, because they develop in new network infrastructure. So, and actually this is why I point, you remember how many times I point to you guys, read technical news. So download this and have this on your mobile devices, because this news give you indication what's going on in big company. And so this big company are related to a bunch of contract organization. So, and if something big going on, then it's mean then for you it's a possibility to enter some of this project. It's a logic, you don't need to be some super advanced HR, whatever, agent or something. And you don't need a recruiter for that. You can find this by yourself. So I search company first. Sorry. What news? What news? So this, all right, if you go to, I think it was lecture 1. I don't know what lecture was it, but I give you, it was extra file, standalone. It's called Helping Apps. I think it was just in our session number 1. So I create some list. It was over 30 pages list for Android and for iPhone. What helping apps already exist on the market for free or for minimum fee that you can use in your daily life, so in your daily testing life or as a mobile passionist, whatever. So in all this piece, if you just, get involved in it, you will use for your good. So you just need to use also your imagination how you can use it. I give you already hints and tips left and right. So, okay, let's come back. We're done with the story. So this, what product is better, Apple or Google? Let's come back to our guide and template, how to answer and how to create your story. Tell me about yourself and tell me about your project. So the first thing, this it's could be concise. You don't need to talk about company for long, because nobody interested in company. So this they have personal face-to-face interview with you, not with some company. So you go straight to the point at first. So what was the main purpose of the project? So what project you was working on? This you specify exactly this the type of the project. So it's you can specify environment. So then it was agile. So then it was web-based application or mobile-based application, and you can immediately jump to what kind of platform or what kind of devices you was using. So it's a combination. So that I create some multi-question, then you can get short sentences answer for that. But altogether, all story this I don't know, maybe not more than 10-15 minutes. Think about also another psychological mark. Most of the face-to-face interview, it's a 30 minutes. So it's a scheduled time because manager have another activity through the day. Yes? So, and inside this 30 minutes, how many questions really come on the table? So between 10 or 15. Most of the time 10-15 questions, but if you tell them story, and in this story you cover so this your daily activities, so what platform you know, what tools you know, how this your day was going, how you deal with developers, so how you deal with team, what is your communication skills, and on and on and on and on. So then at the end of the story, after the 10-15 minutes, you say, oh, by the way, sorry that I talked too much, so maybe you have a question. And you know, we can say ratio 5 to 3. This people will say, no, you pretty much already answered all questions. So they can only just, you know, based on your resume, just check some technical points. And again, everything in your resume takes it seriously. So check your resume. This I know this you all will get some enhancement from Michael. So all right, check this by your own. Because Michael is a human being as all we are, and he can miss some details specifically, so this mobile world related, because so this he have his area of expertise, not mobile testing related. So check this line of what mobile platforms you have in the past, so you have experience. So, and be very, very particular on that, because so if you're wondering why only a recruiter call you and no one manager call you, then it's indication in the first place then something wrong with your resume. So because recruiters, they're not skilled people, so for mobile testing, they just go through the they script, so through the they check marks, what should be asked, so to pass this to manager. But if manager take a look at your resume and see something funny or so absolutely awkward, about mobile world or mobile platform, mobile devices, so then this piece of paper go immediately to trash can. It's never come so under consideration. So it's why this, please take this seriously and check your resume over and over for specific details. So if you have in your resume a portion of technical skills, so make sure then you have special personal attachment to these technical skills through your resume. So this in your project, in your previous work. So what exactly, if you, for example, you say, I know Jira, so fine. So then somewhere in your story, this from your previous experience or current experience, you should implement, and yes, I use Jira in this specific project. Okay, things like that. Okay, so come back now. This what SDLC model was it in your project? So it's also very important because you need to specify this in the beginning. So because based on it was waterfall, nothing wrong to if something was not agile, all right? So this I understand in mobile technology, if you claimed and you looking for specific job in mobile technology, it's very hard to imagine that somebody still work in waterfall, so do product for over 1 year and development cycle and go mobile. So it's hardly no. So it will be some form of agile, and currently we have like 7 different forms of agile in the market. But 52% of company use Scrum. So I have extra session for that, but it's not for this class. But if you contact me, so after class, I may give you file for that. So if you're interested, so about specific agile world and how is it run. But when we talk about agile, it's something minimum requirements. Then you should know about agile to talk comfortably. You need to specify when you start the project, you personally, not a company. So when you was jumping in, what kind of sprints was already done, release or whatever, it was brand new product or it was already established product. So you need to know about sprint and feature list, which is actually backlog. So we need to know about phase and release. So in organization, so that you need to create story, because if you have face, the more likely you don't have release, because it's one of the other. So this, if you talk about build, you need to understand what build is. So most of a manager like to ask about freeze code in Agile. So what is your responsibility during a freeze code? And what QA testing environments was available? Again, you don't want to, then they ask you this question, because it's mean then you need to learn and be prepared for unknown question. Implement this in your story, and you will answer the question before they ask you. So what was your work environment? So here you need to specify in company size, team size, ratio of QA to developer. So if team was offshore, things like that. So then, you know, at this point, more detail you give about your team, so then it will be more appreciated, and you will just minimize the question, then they will ask you about your environment. And it's a very good transition point to talk about your communication skills and how you related to your team members. So are you a good supporter? Are you kind of leader? Take some extra responsibility in your project? So that's how's your relationship with people develop. So that's I mean, I hope you understand when you come to the new company, every time, so you never start your first week, first day with statement like in my company, in my previous company. So and always compare it like how they was doing things, how they was running, you know, this business and whatever. So every time you come to new company, it's your newborn day. So you're flexible and you take, so this as a given, everything new. Also, if it's maybe a lot of will be similarity in this, so you never like pushing your previous experience and, you know, and highlight this. So because people look at you, sometimes they do some very strange things, you know, to prove a point. Are you a good person or not? How you react on some unknown or unusual situation, or maybe sometimes they try to push you hard to see how you react. Are you okay working under stress? Are you okay working, you know, this in fast-paced environment? I have one girl, she come absolutely like crash this experience. So then she have an interview in a company where a manager opened the door with her feet. It's like, what you sitting here? I don't need you. It's like, okay, your HR manager choose my resume, and so this I come here to talk to you. It's like, no, I don't like you from the first whatever minutes as I see you. You can go. So I mean, it's completely vacuum situation. It was only one time that I hit the story. But okay, what is if it happened to you? How you react? And actually, it was all psychological things. Then she want to see how she can stand for her own, because she was applying for some compliance support position. So you never know how they will try to test you. So get prepared for worse and for the best and for golden middle. So it's why this talking about templates, but so try to, you know, template your behavior in different situation. So now what will be your reaction? Never take it personally. So this, you know, calm professionally. This, you know, should I, in this situation, I was also thinking, my goodness, what I will do. So try to joke around and seem like it was not a way. So then maybe ask, you know, in polite way, should we reschedule appointment when you feel better? So should I leave my resume and come back when I enhance my skill or enhance whatever something, then you will like me? You know, it's still could be, I don't know this, I need to see this special manager. So but we all need to be psychologists in this moment. So calm down, keep down, and think how we can, you know, keep our faith and do the best in unusual situation like this. So, and what is your daily communication tools? Primarily it will be email and chat. Phone, you know what, yeah, we do a lot of phone conferencing, but These days it's also video conferences is coming more and more. So we use Skype, and at least some like AIM or Yahoo Messenger is very, very common. So get ready. So then depends on organization. You know, I can sit right across my manager, so it's like 5 or 6 feet apart, and send her emails and chatting with her all day and do not speak because we have a lot of people in the office. So, but in same token, in some other organizations, so they will take this as a sign of rudeness if you don't come to me personally and tell me so what you want or how it's going. Depends on situations. Be flexible. In our profession, it's what is a good part and actually bad part, because sometimes we're too flexible. We need to get ready for any move, to any extreme, or stay in the middle but still be ready to move. So how to establish and maintain your relationship with developer? My goodness, it's like one of the really common question. And why? Because developer is a standalone group of professional. And depends on organization, you know, they could be elite or they could be really working dogs, and in both situations they could be very picky, or they could be like really hard worker, yeah, but still, you know, they just don't have time. And you in their book is support team, so they look at you always from supervisor position somehow. So I don't know, it was historically established somehow, so it's why we cannot change this in one day. But what we can do, you need to again understand very simple. So then when you come to day number 1 to your company where nobody know you, you not expect that people fall in love with you in the first moment. So it will take a time. For many people it's take a long time, up to 1 month, to adjust, to see you every day, to adjust to talk to you every day. So it's from both sides. It's not like you need to be, you know, nobody, and so this don't show your real face and don't show your uniqueness, but you must be consistent. You must be highly neutral and professional. So, and specifically in the first months of work, so just do your job and do the best of your job. And also if you see then sometimes it's not necessary, sometimes it's just to cover your 8 hours, so to get your paycheck. So take it, be adult, and still be consistent and still do your best, not so this something, because nobody ever care, nobody ever look at it. It's what you think, but you don't know all outcomes. Maybe it's a special checkpoint, how you will be consistent, how they can rely on you. So, and that's why this again, I have nothing to say about this anymore. Yeah, with developers, the same thing. So how you can win developer heart? Be neutral, never personal. If he agitated, okay, he have hard day, we all do sometimes. So what is your approach will be? You try to do your best with your bug report. If developer asks you for additional screenshot logs, okay, do it. So you don't ask why, or I already submit you, whatever, maybe he lost it. So why you want to put him in defense position, then he need to find why he cannot find it. So be explicit in your bug report. Remember last week we talked about this. So the better your bug report is with all attachments, with all description of environment, so the less probability then developer will come back to you and chasing you for new screenshot of something, because you already have everything that he can imagine. And actually these people appreciate this, you know, because if you help developer in bug report, you remember we talk about title. You provide requirements, so developer already have less time to spend because they already have shortcut to requirements. You provide so attachment, all right, if they, you know, this want to check before and after, so they have attachments. So all the small things, or you know, so the build number, so environment, and what testing environment was it? So what kind of device you use, because most of the time developer will not have real device, they will use emulator, but if they see discrepancy between emulator and your device, then they can also make assumption that something wrong on device side or whatever. So try to help them. Look this from position, not like I give you everything, just leave me alone. Look this from position, I give you everything because I want to help you and save your time. And so this meanwhile, I will save my time as well. So regarding your daily responsibilities, the first things you always start when you answer this small question, so depends on the project, depends on the state of the project, because our daily, I hate when people, like a robot tell me, execute daily test cases, write test cases. Really, do you write test cases every day? Come on. Tell me this. This. I actually lately started really create and test cases like on a regular basis. So for almost a year, I already have template. I will have special offshore team in India who create these test cases, and they just go through the HPQC, and I upload this from HPQC already preset things. So it's very depends on organization, depends on the project. Nobody expects the new write test cases every day. Yes, they are always ask, are you able to? They ask, are you able to create a test plan? Are you able to create a test plan? So it's a question to you right now. So I think I have some exercise, okay, in mind. All right. Tell me, so this, we pretend like a question like this. So I'm a manager and I give you a task, so which you should estimate for me how long it will take you. So to create addition to test plan for KitKat 4.4. So what will be your step and what will be your estimation? How long it will take you? I want to know in the next 5 minutes. Come on, guys. So is anybody writing here? Hello? So is anybody can give me estimate how long it will take you? Or we just sit and wait for my answer? Oh, cool. So 2 brave hearts. So it will take 2 hours. Depends. Go, okay, good. So, and why it depends and how it depends. So, okay, Hassan, this question to you. What you will do in 2 hours? Give me some generic steps you will proceed to create test plan for KitKat 4.4 for your application that you're currently testing. Google give me candy bar. Okay. Now, if you know where to go, this where you obtain information of latest updates or whatever, latest news on Android. Is it some special things, then special link you should know by heart? No? One day for create, a week to adjustment. Whoa, one week. So you guys start and spread around. So, okay, for newbies, I maybe give you 1 day. So 2 days will be already questioning, what are you doing? So 1 week for adjustment, I don't think then it's so that's really applicable in this case. I will find the list of feature. All right, so here we go. Mr. Hassan is Hassan is a winner again. So I will find the list of feature regarding KitKat. Then I will try to apply the feature or link of the feature with the product. Okay. So from all these new things coming with KitKat, so maybe like 200 special enhancement then we can see in KitKat OS, it's actually maybe 20 or 15 will be applicable to application you're currently running and testing. So from this 15, you just make a list of what could be applicable to application and go check with the manager or whatever, so this as a draft. So what is really this custom need and what is currently technically could be applicable or desirable, so this to applicable in to our product and application. So, and it actually will minimize your list from 10, 15 items, maybe to 5, 7 items. So, and for each of this new enhancement related to application and product, you will create test cases. It depends on where you are, because maybe, so this you guys already like in second half of phase and starting to do more integration test cases instead of core functionality. So you don't need excessive, I don't know, 20, 30 test cases for each feature. So it's maybe like maybe one generic test case to cover this feature, then it's work properly, and so we just need to create specific test cases and check devices who have already KitKat in real world. Yeah, then we can test this feature. All right. Altogether, this research and implementation project, so for newbies, should not take more than 1 day. So because, all right, couple hours here, couple hours there, so to check, to set up meeting, to approve, so the first draft to create, so this like final draft to create test cases, boom, boom, boom. All right. Okay, so it was just a sample, but again, it's a very, people get lost, you know, this, in Goethes field, and you start in blah, 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 some generic, like, I don't know, global things. That's what you know about test plan. If somebody asks you, do you know how to write test plan? So when they ask you this question during interview, looking in your eyes, it's mean literally, so then they more unlikely go direction to test design. Do you know how to design some special folder, so in a test plan related to some whatever, if we need to create test cases or test suits for automation or things like that. So yes, it's good and you know generic, so conceptual knowledge about architecture tree, so for test plan. And I think I give you files, so this templates and example. And keyword is test plan architecture tree. If you go Google it, if you go to Google image, it will give you thousands of samples. So at least you know where to start. And again, this take this, I don't know, as exploration and adjustment to your personality, because you know maybe my template is too bulky for you or too simple, so who knows. So find your own. You know the keyword now. So crucial question, what devices you use for testing? I hate when people start telling me then it's a T-Mobile or Sprint, so I'm ready to say bye to them immediately. Don't do this, you know, because so this it's your primary device and tool that you have in the hand almost all day. So you know this, who is the maker, what is the model name, what is the operating system you're using right now. So you remember we talk about this, then sometimes so each time we have the same device but with different operating system version, then it will be considered a new device. It's why sometimes through the project we may have up to whatever 18, 24 devices. But in real, it's look like, so maybe we have 5 or 6 of them. But because we constantly change operating system or get device with different operating system, so then it will be considered new device. So, and you remember you should have this list, and I don't want to, you know, embarrass you right now, but again, I make my point many times. You should know by heart, so all operating version from Android, by nickname and by release day and by number. So because it's how they will get you. I tell you this, I'm not pretending. So Google initial screening on the phone, so that they ask you, give me all nicknames on Android operating system. And if you don't know this, so then oops. So get this, get ready. This one is the things that you need to memorize, okay? So what type of testing you perform? Again, when they ask you, don't start with ad hoc, please. I mean, it's a killing point. So you kill yourself immediately. Or usability or user acceptance. Come on. So get real. So this, is it like highlights then you need to tell first? Okay, time to time, if that, you will do this kind of testing. So it depends on organization and company. But what is your primarily this, so if you newbies, if you entry or whatever junior level, So it will be some core functionality which inside, so what kind of category of testing you perform in core functionality? Give me some answer right now. So let's see. Functional, good, all right, it's obvious. What else? What happened to another group today? Are you guys kind of quiet, yeah? So integration, no, integration is a standalone. It's not go inside functionality testing. You remember this, it was simple question. So what you will do, guys, if you have only 2 hours and you need to do complete, so full test coverage for application, so what it will be? You don't have enough resources, do not have enough time, but so work should be done. Fun, exactly. So you go first with the fun. So you don't jump to integration. Integration will be the next. And you have this on a slide as well. So beside fun, what also will be very nice to have? We talk about this. It will be interruption and error handling. So your error handling kind of related to negative testing. So because most of the time in real life, you don't have time for negative testing. So you're happy if you cover all positive, you know, how it should work. So you don't have time to explore how it work if it's not in requirements or some test cases, then whatever, how it should not work, you know. But if you have any fields, so then you can leave empty or enter invalid characters. So, and what is your expected result? Some friendly user notification, instruction, guidance, so how to escape from this error situation. So then it will be considered negative testing, yeah, because somehow it's a human factor of error and mistake that application should be predict and guide gracefully this out. It's what we're looking for, yeah? Okay, so at least this 5. So it's what my expectation. This next time, I don't want to hear then, so this you murmur something about functional and that's it. So core functionality will be functional, UI, network connectivity, interruption test cases, compatibility if we talk about mobile web application, and error handling, at least, okay? So integration. Lara, I'm really concerned because if you brought integration in core functionality, you know what integration stands for. So what kind of test cases will be in integration? So you need to tell me the story. It's not just what kind of testing you perform, but you can also bring some number. You know, we talk about this number a couple times. So what is in a cycle? How many test cases in core functionality, in integration, and smoke, sanity, and so on, etc. Okay. So you need to repeat this because otherwise, so this they will catch you as like really integration. So tell me more about integration. What do you know about integration? So give me example of integration. Do you really want this whole question? No. Okay, then get ready for that. So your experience with bug lifecycle. It's another thinking point. I know this if I ask you, so what kind of status of bug you know? So you more likely 90% of you will tell me then it will be pass and failed. So I'm fine with that. So tell me more what other status you can have for your bug. Open resolved clause. Postpone. Defer. Postpone, it's not really word in use in open, you know, guys, open, it's like, it's a generic word. So this, yeah, fix it, approve, idle. It's already specific to some special project. So now, oof. Okay, now it's not a status of bug. So now it's actually HTML code related. So when we cannot read, for example, this, you remember we talked last time, so this we have couple bugs example. So instead of header, it was just display now. So somehow this we don't have proper components in the code, so like bracket or whatever, so this apostrophes or something, so then we can read what is inside or what is, should be seen on a user interface. So, but it's nothing to do with bug lifecycle, okay? Pending. So we can say in progress. Pending, you know, maybe, I never heard this, so in generic, logically, yes, we can talk about this, but as a science status pending, I never see this. Okay, but at least you got, yes, we got this, guys, so the clue. So when you talk about, so my objective was when you talk about life bug cycle, do not limit yourself to fail and pass. So create immediately a story about block bugs or BBs or defer bugs, because it's a special detail flavor. So then, so this again, you can show this your deepness and knowledge. So this how you really was going through the project, how you know challenge yourself. Because one of the question like, what is most challenge bug for you? So what is most challenge bug for you? What is your first bug? It's actually a psychological question as well. So think about this. If you say then your first bug, then you remember it's like a crash of the system things. It's like, man, do I feel really comfortable to take this person to my team? So because he's get excited of any crash bug. So, you know, if you knew this, what could be your really first bugs be? So some UI issue or functional simple button doesn't work. So and you get excited and you found bug who's 100% so should be valid. So then you 100% sure then you can log it. So it's excitement, yeah. So this why this we look at, or this another story then a bug, this intermittent bug. So then we'll follow the ratio, this how many times bug occur. So on what specific system, because it's like a ghost bugs, you hunting them. So how you hunting them? You collect data. So sometimes, you know, this you open this bug in the next build, it's already fixed. And we have some special, you know, this description of this fixing directly. So, but I don't know, 2-3 days it's come back again. So, and you start and collect the data, how it's happened, under what condition. So what happened before, what happened after. To collect some ratio, and again, in some company you can ask a manager, what is the ratio, then intermittent bug will be really taken under consideration, you know. Then it must happen like more than half times. If you take 10 times, so and it's happened 6 or 7 times out of 10, yeah, so they will really take care of it. If it's happened 1 to, I don't know, to 50, so it's happened every 50 time. It depends what bug is it, yeah, and it depends what project you have. If it's an online banking, yeah, there's also 1 to 50 will be high ratio, but probability is still somehow on the low side, yeah. So this, you can tell this as a story. It will be your story, not mine. So create your own details. I don't know this. So it's because I don't read all your resume, guys, but I just give you a sample or example how you can present. Because you know this what happened. It's because we used to have all these details and we work with these details every day, and it's become not so not important for us, you know. It's like no big deal. It's ABC, then we oversee when we represent ourselves. So it's why this we need to highlight this all these small details, because these details exactly right indication then you was really in a project, so that you were excited to do this job, you know how to do this job. It's what does come from all these details, okay? So what testing tool and management solution were utilized in project? So it's a tricky question. So specifically, if you don't have really too much experience, so for some of you, this your brother's concerned earlier, you know, if you're completely out of question and don't know what to answer, I don't want to teach you a trick, but to keep your face at least, you know, this you can say then you have some hand-ons and experience on internal company product. So most of the companies these days have some internal tools that sometimes don't have any name or, you know, confidential. So that's why this, you cannot really reveal this information and details. But again, it depends on the job, it depends on the company where you go. So, but at least some like minimum escape, then you can bring it up. So then you use some confidential internal tools. So, but get ready to say if you apply for some high-ranked technical job, my goodness, you will not escape with this. So you need to know some more. If you, again, be very specific and learn, and I don't know, this be very comfortable with what you write in your resume. Because at least you know need to have to and should say something for each of your technical skills, how you was used, what exactly you know this, what is your level of expertise for this, for this, for this. So this what you know about this, you know. Don't take this whatever, so then somebody write paper for you and you're ready to go. Okay, so are we kind of done for today? Yeah, so how can I justify that I want to work with SQL database coming from limited mobile experience? So my question to Andre is right away. You know, this how deep is your SQL knowledge? So how you can presume it and you know this? You know, then so in your story, I mean in your resume, I should have and see some project related to SQA. So then it will be your hints for yourself. Then during interview, you can jump to this subject. You need to put this in summary. Then you have experience in, so there's good knowledge of SQL. So because most of the people read summary lines, so then they will ask you from your summary and go maybe to some project details and create a story, create some templates. So, I mean, it's not like create, pretend. It's mean, you know, just think what you can extract from your professional life. So to bring it up in shortcut without 3 hours talk. So what should be interesting for specific company, you know, from SQL? And actually this, we have a we have apps for Android and for iPhones that related specifically to SQL questions in preparation for interview. So if you ask me, I can give you files. So this SQL question that people are asking during interview. And you can go through and so just create some template. So most of the time get ready, so then they will call you to board or to give you a piece of paper and say, hey, can you write something? So table relationships or something related to parent-child relation, you know, and see how you respond. It's not really advanced. Nobody asks you really awkward or some very complicated solution or things. You know, they want to see the basics, so where they can start. What is your level? So what they have? New open assign test verify defer. Whoa. Cool. So keep them all. Keep them all. And so why this actually it's a good this long list, because for each of this list I will question test, because test is not a status really for test, but anyway. So you can create some your personal story or example from extract whatever memories. So sorry guys, you pop up on my main screen. So this but you can create story and prepare. So I hope this you got this right approach for word story. So it's not some fairy tale, it's not some whatever tale. So it's extraction from your experience, what you should bring as a highlight. So to bring this, so then you're the right person, then you have all these unique touches. So this for this project, then manager will understand. It's actually very funny because I have like maybe 5 or 6 friends who's a manager, and every time I ask them, it's like, guys, okay, give me the secret. So what is really why you take this person and not another? So you know, and it's funny because again it's a human factor. So the most of answer is like, I'm looking at this person and think, my goodness, can I handle this phase for 8 hours? or they say like, I'm looking at this person. It's like, okay, what is unique in this person that I really need in my project? So what does this person have special in comparison with my team members? So then I really need this person in my team. So how they will get special? If you say like, Robert, I execute test cases every day and file too many bugs, 5 bugs a day. Hey, it's not a point, then I really need you in my team, you know. So, by the way, this regarding, so prepare template for joke as well. It's also a very good one. So get ready, so, you know, to show the your bright personality from different point of view. Okay, so what else I have? Please files will be great. I would love to da. Hey guys, you all have this. So the thing is, again, it's a psychological bias that you have all, and I don't know how to break it. I give you this in session number 1 10 weeks ago, and I point, then I give you in session number 1 because you have 10 weeks to review it, to check, to explore, and have a question if you have a question. So I'm surprised that now in week 9 you ask me where these apps are, and so this finally discover for yourself QA dictionary. Wow! So this take you so long. I don't know this, or I need to. So this I know how to work in campus class because when I hide and give this only hand to hand on a flash drive, then people really appreciate and take it. If I leave this as an open source, nobody cares. So this, should I do this with you too? I don't know how to deal with that. I'm really surprised. So it's why does I go personally? Not because I make a special arrogant deal, so you need to ask me personally. It's take extra time. But if you ask me personally, it's mean then you really need it. You really want it. Okay? Okie dokie. So, can we please look my question about you test? Where's your question? La 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 la. Pose. I don't see a question. Oh, okay. Tell me about this company you test you work for. Okay. So, it's the same template that we just was going through, the same 12 questions. So what is you test? It's a community of so freelance and remotely, I don't know, this spread groups around the globe. So doing the multiple project in fast-pacing environment in agile. So what tools you use? So what are you on Bugzilla, on Jira? So how you submit your reports? So this you excited because you have multitask every day. How you communicate? So this what is most excited? What is most challenge project? Because so it's a short duration project. So some project is already 2 years on U-test. Some is just user acceptance for a couple hours. So it's always like lottery, and it's why you're excited. And so because you're always ready for exploration point. So you're always ready for jumping from one project to another with different details. So it's indicated you then you like universally, you know, you're ready for everything. But I mean, to go to answer this question in detail like you answer this during interview, it will take me another 15 minutes and we're out of time already. But if you take this 12, so this, how about this? I challenge you, do you not challenge me? So I never work for your test, but I can answer your question like I work for your test for a year. The thing is then you take this 12 question that we was going through today and write the answer for me as a story. And I will check your story, okay? And so this your personal story will be done. How about that? Okay? So what tracking system they use? So if it's a own system, all right, fine. Or you can ask your moderator so that's a new test what tracking systems they use. Or, you know, a lot of startup and small project or depends on the client because you can say then you test as a service, so testing organization. So then they have multiple clients and each client provides their own tracking system. That's why, again, you universal. Sometimes it's internal tools. Sometimes it's a little bit Bugzilla, a little bit so of everything. And you can talk about this. It's another like plus point instead of minus, you understand? But again, so the thing is then you should create story first and I can review the story if you want to. But it should be your story. All right? Okay, thank you guys. So next Monday it will be a final review for what all we done in 10 weeks. Appreciate stay with me, and I will see you next week.